Thank you for staying with God. There are so few of us. Please subscribe and listen until the end.
My precious child, I see you. I see every tear that falls silently in the night, every cry that escapes your heart when no one else is around to hear. I know the pain you carry, the burdens that weigh heavily on your soul, and the fears that creep in when the world grows quiet. But hear this, my beloved, your tears are not forgotten, and your cries do not go unheard. I, your God, have seen every drop, and I am ready to break the chains that have held you bound for so long. You may feel as though no one understands the depth of your sorrow, as though you are all alone in your suffering. But I am here to remind you today, you are never alone. I am the God who sees, the God who hears, and the God who knows the innermost parts of your heart. Even in the darkest nights, I am with you. When you lie awake, overwhelmed by the weight of it all, I am there, whispering peace to your restless soul. You may not feel my presence, but I am closer than your very breath. Your tears are precious to me. They are not a sign of your weakness, but a reflection of your heart's longing for relief, for peace, for deliverance. And I tell you now, my child, I am the one who will bring that relief. I am the one who will wipe away every tear from your eyes. For I am the God of comfort and restoration. You do not need to carry this burden alone, for I am here to bear it with you, to lift the weight off your shoulders, and to break the chains that have held you captive. You feel as though you are drowning in your sorrow, but I am the one who walks on water. I am the one who reaches out his hand and pulls you from the depths of despair. The chains of fear, anxiety, and hopelessness that have wrapped themselves around you will not hold you any longer, for I am the God who breaks every chain. What has bound you, what has stolen your joy, will be shattered in my name. I know the questions that plague your mind in the silence of the night. Why is this happening? Why can't I find peace? Why do I feel so alone? My beloved, I am with you in the questions, even when the answers seem distant. I am with you in the uncertainty, and I am working, even now, behind the scenes to bring about your deliverance. You may not see it yet, but I am already preparing a way out for you. I am already moving mountains on your behalf. The tears you cry in private, the battles you face in the quiet, they are seen by me, and they matter to me. Your pain is not invisible, nor is it insignificant. I have not forgotten you, and I will not leave you in this place of sorrow. I am the God who binds up the brokenhearted, and I am ready to bring healing to your soul. I am ready to break the chains that have held you down, to free you from the pain that has wrapped itself around your heart. You feel as though your world is crumbling, but I am the one who holds all things together. I am the glue that binds the pieces of your life, and even now, I am working to restore what has been lost. Where you see only brokenness, I see potential for beauty. Where you see chains, I see the moment of your release. I am not the God of despair, but the God of hope, and I will bring hope into the darkest corners of your life. Listen to me, my child, your tears are temporary, but my joy is eternal. The sorrow you feel now will not last forever, for I am the one who turns mourning into dancing. The chains that have held you back will not stand against the power of my name. I am the chain breaker, the bondage destroyer, and I am about to set you free. What you see as an unbreakable prison, I see as an opportunity for my power to be made known. You are not defined by your tears, but by my love for you. You are not bound by your past or your pain, for I am the God of new beginnings. I will take the very chains that have caused you so much heartache, and I will turn them into the testimony of your deliverance. What the enemy meant for evil, I will use for good. Your tears will become the seeds of your greatest triumph, and your pain will give birth to purpose. Do not be afraid to weep before me, for I collect every tear. Not one drop is wasted in my sight. I see the hurt, the loss, the loneliness, and I am here to heal what has been broken. I am the God of all comfort, and I am ready to wrap you in my arms, to hold you close, and to speak peace to your troubled heart. Your tears may fall in the night, but joy comes with the morning. Hold on, my child, for the dawn is coming. I am the God of the sunrise, and even when the night feels never-ending, the light of my love will break through. The chains that have held you will not withstand the power of my love. I am the one who sets the captives free, and I am here to break the chains in your life. You may feel overwhelmed by the weight of it all, but I tell you now, the chains will not have the final word. The depression, the anxiety, the fear, they are no match for my power. I am the God of victory, and I will lead you out of this place of darkness into the light of my freedom. The tears you cry now will one day be the testimony of how I delivered you, how I brought you out of the pit and set your feet on solid ground. Do not let the tears of today cause you to doubt the joy of tomorrow. I am the God who restores, who redeems, who renews. The chains of this world cannot hold you, for you belong to me. I have called you by name, and you are mine. The enemy may have tried to bind you, but I have come to set you free. Where the Spirit of the Lord is, there is freedom, and I am about to release you from the chains that have held you captive for so long. So, my child, cry if you must, but cry knowing that I am already at work. Cry knowing that I see every tear, and that each one is a part of your story, a story that ends in freedom, in healing, in joy. The night will not last forever. The chains will not hold you forever. I am the one who will break them, and I will break them soon. I am the God of deliverance, and I am here to deliver you. The tears will stop, the chains will fall, and you will walk in freedom once again. Hold on to me, for I am your rescuer, your redeemer, and your deliverer. I am ready to break your chains. My precious one, I see your soul, raw and vulnerable. Your tears are not in vain. They are the language of your heart that I hear more clearly than any words you could ever speak. In the quiet moments of the night, when you feel as though no one understands, remember this: I understand your pain better than anyone else ever could. I know the depth of your sorrow, and I am the one who will turn it into a testimony of triumph. You feel trapped by the chains of despair, but listen closely. I am the one who breaks chains with just a word. What binds you now will not bind you forever. Chains cannot hold what I have set free. The burdens that weigh on your spirit will be lifted, and I will give you rest. Where there are chains, there is also my power to break them, for I am the Lord who sets the captives free. The tears you cry in the darkness are not lost. They water the seeds of your future joy. Sorrow may be the soil, but joy is the harvest. What seems like the end of your strength is actually the beginning of my deliverance. The night may be filled with weeping, but I am the God of morning light, and your dawn is coming. I know that the weight of this world can seem unbearable at times, but remember this: what feels heavy to you is light to me. You do not need to carry these burdens alone. I am your burden bearer, the one who shoulders what you cannot. When you reach the end of yourself, that's when I step in with my strength. My power is made perfect in your weakness. What you cannot do on your own, I will do through you. Tears are not a sign of defeat, but a step towards freedom. Every tear you shed brings you closer to the moment when I will wipe them all away. You feel chained by fear, anxiety, and sorrow, but I declare to you now, those chains are breaking. Even now, I am working in the background of your life, preparing the moment when the chains that have bound you for so long will fall away. What has held you down will be shattered by my power. You are not forgotten, nor are you forsaken. I am the one who never sleeps, who watches over you even in the darkest hours. The chains may feel tight, but know this: chains of sorrow cannot withstand the fire of my love. I am burning away the cords of bondage, and soon you will stand free. Your freedom is not far off, it is near, closer than you can imagine. In the midst of your pain, there is a purpose. Where you see chaos, I am creating order. Where you see devastation, I see restoration. I am the God who turns ashes into beauty, and I will bring beauty out of this season of your life. The tears you cry now will one day be the foundation of your greatest testimony. What was meant to break you will only serve to build you up in my strength. Do not fear the night, for I am the God of the dawn. Do not fear the chains, for I am the God who breaks them. Do not fear the tears, for I am the God who turns them into joy. Your tears are temporary, but my love for you is eternal. You feel overwhelmed by sorrow, but I am about to overwhelm you with joy. Hold fast to this truth. What feels impossible to you is simple for me. The chains that have bound you so tightly will be loosed by my hands. What seems unchangeable will be changed in an instant. I am not a distant observer in your suffering. I am intimately involved, working to bring about your deliverance. I am the God who breaks through, and I am about to break through in your life. You may feel defeated now, but I declare you victorious. You may feel bound now, but I declare you free. You may feel forgotten now, but I declare you remembered, loved, and held in my arms. The chains that have held you are already breaking, and I am the one who holds the key to your freedom. Your tears are the pathway to your breakthrough, and I will not leave you in this place of pain. Even now, as you cry yourself to sleep, I am moving in ways you cannot yet see. I am turning your mourning into joy, your sorrow into laughter. What the enemy has tried to use to destroy you, I will use to elevate you. Your story is not over, it is just beginning. The chains that seem unbreakable will soon be nothing more than a memory of how I delivered you. Remember, my child, you are not defined by your tears, but by my grace. You are not bound by your pain, but by my promise. I have promised you freedom, and I always fulfill my promises. I am faithful, even when everything around you feels like it's falling apart. When you feel like you are at your lowest, that's when my grace reaches the highest. You are stronger than you know, because I am your strength. You are braver than you feel, because I am your courage. You are more than the chains that bind you, because I am the God who breaks chains. Your identity is not in your struggle, but in me. You are mine, and I will never leave you nor forsake you. Hold on, my child, for your chains are breaking. The dawn is near, and with it comes freedom, peace, and joy beyond what you have ever imagined. I am the God of deliverance, and I am delivering you. Your tears will cease, your chains will fall, and you will walk in freedom once more. Trust in me, for I am the God who sees, the God who hears, and the God who delivers.
Thank you. I recommend watching the powerful video on the right.